Today's vlog is called Carburetor Psych. Times when I have a big job to do or what might seem like a difficult job to do, I'll procrastinate and have to psych myself into doing it. Like when I built this house. You can't build a house, well I psyched myself into thinking I can, and I did. 9 things out of 10 that I do, I have to psych myself up a little bit. That's the case with today's vlog. I gotta psych myself up to repair my carburetors. It's a rainy day in Georgia, so we don't get anything done on the boat today, but I just came out to take a look. Had to go to the doctor's today. It's already 3:30 in the afternoon. I was looking at exactly what I have to do to get these carburetors off. Now we know we got to take off this air cover. Got 1, 2, 3 carburetors on each side. They got some kind of connection here between them all. It's probably a vacuum line. It looks like I take out that screw and that screw, I can pull that off. I won't know until I get the air cover off what hoses are hooked on the other side of the carburetor. But it looks like we got one, 2, 3 or 4 bolts holding each carburetor on. We'll just do one to start with. If I mess it up, we won't mess with any of the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and take one apart before I order my carburetor kits. But I'll have to cover this motor with plastic bag or something to keep the dirt daubers and wasp nest out. Another thing I've got to be real careful of is standing down here behind this boat working on this thing, where you got to lean around to get to it. In a shop, I'm sure they would just lift your motor right off the boat. I'm not set up to do that. But I got to thinking, if I ain't careful, I'll drop nuts and bolts and screws down there in oblivion. So maybe I'll cut me a piece of cardboard or a wood or something to fit around this motor, and when I drop something, it'll still be up here with me. Sound like a winner. Okay, on this side, same kind of linkage just to come off. The bowl is down here. Somewhere up in there is a VRO pump. It pumps oil and gas together to the carburetor. Now I took the jet out of this carburetor here the other day, and it looked like pure oil. It might be one reason I couldn't get my thing running. I might be clogged up with oil. I better pull some spark plugs and see what they look like. But I do know the carburetors have to be rebuilt on a sunnier day than today. I bet you it's like any other job. The hardest part of the job is actually getting started. Once you get started, it's always been my experience. Once you finally do get started on a job, it turned out actually getting started was the hardest part. I can figure out anything if I think about it long enough.